And welcome back. The Riverside County Workforce Development Center in Indio offering free HIV testing to Valley residents today. The testing was offered in conjunction with a town hall meeting during which a panel spoke about the importance of HIV screenings. And with that, we come to our newsmaker of the day. Joining us live from our newsroom, the Executive Director of the Desert AIDS Project, that is David Brinkman. David, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you know, it strikes me, and I think those of us in the media are perhaps to blame, at least in part for this, we don't seem to hear as much about AIDS, HIV, as we did 10, 15, 20 years ago. Do you agree? And if so, why do you think that is?
You know, I do agree. It's not as in the news as often as it once was, but it should be because of the rate of infection in the United States hasn't decreased a bit over the last 10 years.
And the numbers are staggering. We're talking around the world. I think over 33 million people have AIDS. 25 million people have died from AIDS since, I believe, 1981 when it was first recognized. So, as you say, the problem continues. The testing, and you had an event today, that's key. People need to do that, right?
That's right. There's about 40,000 residents of California who are living with HIV who don't know it. And so that's why today is such an important day, because the message is all about get tested so we can get you into care and also prevent the spread of the disease.
And it's very interesting because, as I understand it, the most common way that HIV is spread is through heterosexual sex. Am I accurate on that?
That can be one of the high-risk activities. Certainly anybody who has multiple sexual partners puts themselves at high risk.
Yeah. Now, Bonnie Garcia, the state assemblywoman, has a bill, AB Assembly Bill 682. Tell us about that.
That's the new law that makes it routine that when you go into your physician for your annual checkup, that HIV testing is just one of the regular tests that they'll be doing. Just when they do your cholesterol work and any other type of test that they'll do, it'll just become commonplace, and that way we can educate people about the virus and hopefully find the 40,000 people living in our state who have the virus who don't know it and who are not in care.
Yeah, now you called it a law. Is it a law now, or is it still in bill form?
It's been signed into a law.
Okay, good. What's going on at Desert AIDS Project that you could tell us about here, too?
Well, tonight's a really special night at Desert AIDS Project. We're thanking all of our volunteers, and as soon as I leave the stage tonight, I'll be joining 300 people who have given of their time over the last 12 months to our organization, caring for our residents living with HIV or AIDS, and also doing the testing to try to prevent the spread of the virus.
Okay, well, great job being done at the Desert AIDS Project. David Brinkman, thank you for shedding a little light on what is an ongoing problem. And as I said earlier, those of us in the media perhaps have put it on a back shelf a little bit, but there's still no cure. Any signs of getting close to a cure?
We're not close to a cure, but there are very good medications for people who are living with the virus, and it's a completely preventable disease. So if you're not living with the virus, protect yourself and get tested. Okay,
now, the federal government, by the way, has an ABC form. It's abstinence, I believe. What's the other? Condom use, and the B, I can't remember right now. Being faithful, I believe. Is the Desert AIDS Project a backer of that as a way to avoid the AIDS virus?
Those are certainly different approaches that will work in avoiding the virus. There's no doubt about that. The virus spreads because of high-risk activities. If you're engaged in high-risk activities, use protection. If you can avoid high-risk activities, all the more safer you'll be.
You bet. David Brinkman, Desert AIDS Project. Have a good event tonight, and thank you for being our newsmaker today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, your CBS 2